Welcome back, Valley friends. Today we're hanging out with Jasmine in the Quest to Sandy competition. To unlock this quest you will need to reach level 4 friendship with Jasmine, and you'll need to have Maui, Moana, and Mother Gothville in your valley. Once you've met all the requirements you can chat with Jasmine to get started. Jasmine has managed to decode the strange code we found on the secret journal in the Enchanted Flower. The code is actually a recipe that tells us how to craft the key to open the journal. The recipe indicates we would need to go to Dazzle Beach and mention something about sea sand sparks. Jasmine is not familiar with this and thinks we will need to find someone to help us with this part. We're sure Moana would be able to help, she knows plenty of things about the ocean. Once you're done chatting with Jasmine, you will need to chat to Moana about the sea sand sparks. She remembers that Jasmine had come to her before the forgetting to help hide the key. Moana explains that we will need a special kind of sea sand sparks that only come from a sea sand torch. She knows exactly what we'll need to make the sea sand torch and advises that we will need the right kind of gemstone to ensure the sea sand torch never goes out. She will give us a list of everything we'll need to collect and instructions on how to create the torch. Once we're done chatting with Moana, we can collect all the materials we'll need. First up we will need 5 pieces of softwood. The easiest biomes to find these in would be the plaza and peaceful meadows. Then we will need 5 pieces of fiber. There are 2 ways to get these. First you can catch seaweed by fishing outside the bubbles in any biome, then using your crafting station to turn your seaweed into fiber. Alternatively, you can purchase fiber from Kristoff's stall when he has stock. Next we will need 3 pieces of sand which we get from Dazzle Beach by breaking debris with our pickaxe, or digging with our shovel. And lastly we will need to mine for 1 aquamarine in the Forest of Valor or Dazzle Beach. Once you've collected all the materials, you will need to deliver them to Moana. Make sure you have everything in your bag. Moana will create the sea sand torch for us. We will now need to place the torch anywhere on Dazzle Beach. I placed mine on the small island. After placing it we will need to chat with Jasmine again. We're ready to gather some sea sand sparks. We will need to follow Jasmine to the spot where we had placed the torch. Once you reach the spot where you have placed the torch, you will need to chat with Jasmine again. Jasmine will collect the sparks and give them to us for safekeeping. We are 1 step closer to creating the key, but we still need to find a special starfish. We need to get help from another island villager. We're sure if anyone will know anything about a rare and special starfish, it would be Maui. Once we're done chatting with Jasmine, we will need to ask Maui about the special starfish. Maui knows all about the special starfish, which is super rare and can only be found in the deepest part of the ocean, and is one of a kind. Maui is the only one that has ever caught one of these rare starfish. He is willing to give us the starfish, but he wants to have some fun first. He suggests we have a friendly competition, and if we win he will give us the starfish. He even allows us to pick what the competition will be. We will need to chat with Jasmine to decide what competition we are most likely to win. Jasmine knows just what competition we should have. She suggests a sandcastle building contest, where the best sandcastle will win the starfish. After chatting with Jasmine, we will need to follow her as she heads over to chat with Maui about the contest. Once you reach the spot, you will need to watch the interaction between the two. After their interactions, we'll need to collect all the materials we'll need for our sandcastle. First up, we will need 50 pieces of sand, which we can collect on Dazzle Beach by digging or removing large pieces of debris. Then we will need 14 pieces of clay. I like removing the big bones in the sunlit plateau for these, but you can also dig for clay. And lastly, we will need 7 pieces of seaweed, which we can find by fishing outside the bubbles in any biome. Once we have collected all our materials, we can head over to the crafting station, where we will need to craft 4 sand towers, 3 sand walls and 1 sand door. After crafting all our castle pieces, we will need to head back over to Jasmine. She has been busy too. She's crafted a centerpiece for our sandcastle. After chatting with Jasmine, you can find the perfect spot for your sandcastle on the beach and start putting all the pieces together. Once you're done building your sandcastle, you can chat with Maui to see if he is ready for the contest to begin. Once we're done chatting, we will need to follow Maui to the spot where we had built our castle, and we will need to watch the interaction between him and Jasmine. Maui's sandcastle got washed away by the waves because he built it too close to the water's edge. That means we win by default, and he gives Jasmine the special starfish as our reward. Once the two of them are done chatting, we can talk to Jasmine again. Jasmine will hand us the special starfish. We now have everything we need to finally make the beach key for the secret journal. We can now head over to our crafting station to craft the beach key. Once we're done crafting, we can head into Jasmine's house, where we will need to interact with the enchanted flower to unlock the next part of the secret journal, after which we will need to chat with Jasmine again. This will conclude the quest, a sandy competition, and we're one step closer to figuring out the mystery of the journal. As always, please leave us a like if you found this video useful, and don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this. I will see you next time as we continue our adventures with Jasmine.